guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Today's video is something I've not done before on my channel. I am going to begin my DIY transformation of my bedroom. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to upload various vlogs throughout and I hope that this one isn't too boring, but today's one I'm literally going to start by basically deconstructing the room. So I'm going to take apart my bed, I'm going to start ripping off wallpaper, and maybe if we're lucky get the first coat of paint on everywhere, which would be great if I can achieve that today. So I thought I'd film it. I know I love watching like nice transformations, even if it's just like cleaning or anything, so I feel like this is going to be really satisfying to watch back. I'm very excited. I'm gonna like fully expose myself and give you a tour of my room as it is, and it is a state at the moment. I cannot stress that enough. It is a mess because I knew that I was going to be decorating soon, so honestly the last couple of days, well probably like the last week, I have been not keeping it very tidy. It isn't usually like this. I wouldn't normally decorate my room with a full face of makeup on, but I have had really bad breakout around here at the moment, so I'm going to keep it real. I didn't feel like coming on camera with my bare skin out today. I've got my hair back, I've got my scruffy clothes on, this top which could 100% do with an iron, but are we going to iron it? Absolutely not. Without further ado, let me get started by showing you the current state of my room. This is when you first come into my room. White door, silver handle, blah blah blah. So we'll go in. I will just say before I start showing you around, I have a very small room. I still live at home with my parents. We have a little 2-bed house because it's just me and them, and obviously Jessie pretty much stays here probably 80% of the time as well. So let me begin by showing you my bed and this side of the room. So this is where my window is, and we have this lovely crushed velvet silver bed which I fell out of love with a very long time ago. I joined onto this craze just as it was dying out and I do regret it. And then I have a lot of pillows and nothing matches. Yeah, I kind of just have, I mean this is actually supposed to be around this way, that's Jessie's fault. But yeah, nothing matches. There's nothing fancy going on here. I've just got these pillows from Costco. This is actually from Jessie's house that he pinched. Just like stuff that I can rest up in bed in with, you know. Nothing fancy. Here you have my window. We have a little Daenerys Targaryen pop vinyl. She's fallen over. Like a silver sparkly clock. Just a mishmash of stuff. And then we've got my TV on this wall. That's Mark Ferris. I'm just watching a bit of his videos. And underneath we have what was an attempt of a shelf being put up, but as you can see it's left me with lots of lovely holes that I'm going to have to fill during this process. So that's this side of the room, and this side of the room is probably the messiest, the bit that I'm facing now. So take you around, but don't judge me, okay? It's not going to look anything like this by the end, I promise you. And I can't stress enough that I don't usually live like this. It's only because I knew that I was going to do this. I know people are still going to judge me. So next to the bed we have some chest of drawers. I keep like my makeup, skincare, hair care in here. Currently Jessie's Xbox, Switch. This is like gadgets and stuff. So we've got Alexa, speaker, I don't know why my bottle's there. And then this, I don't know why, I've ended up with a random chair in my room. This is from a giveaway I recently won with loads of like protein snacks in and stuff, but I've just kept it here because it's easily accessible for me at the moment. And some like fresh washing on top. I have my bin down there which is heavily overflowing, and then we have the piece de resistance. Look how messy this is. So this is where I keep all of my clothes. As you can see, they literally spill out, so I need to also within this process have a go at decluttering and getting rid of a lot of my clothes. I have these frames. I'll actually only be keeping this one out of the 3, and I'm going to order some new ones from Desenio, and I'm going to get rid of the silver frames. I'll explain how I'm going to change things. On the back here I've got a mound of coats, dressing gowns, towels, jumpers, you name it, it's on the back here, and I want to make sure that this goes as well. So I fully exposed my room, and the first thing that we're going to do, by we, me and Jessie is on hand to help me with everything. We're going to take apart this bed, and my IKEA orders not come until the end of the month due to lockdown. Obviously there are longer delays and that sort of thing. I do have to wait till the end of the month, but I'm fine with sleeping on the floor if it means that I can get everything else ready for when the furniture comes in. When my IKEA stuff arrives, I will probably do an IKEA haul, and then I'll do like a final room tour showing you everything in it. But part 1 is mainly just deconstructing the room. I've got greys on every wall. apart from that one, which is white brick wallpaper, so that will be coming down as well. So I'll be basically taking it from like lots of grey, lots of silver to all white walls, and we're going to do more of like neutral beiges and golds, and yeah, I want it to be really pristine in here, like really white, like I don't know, I've got lots of Pinterest boards going, do you know what I mean? You'll see the process, you'll see how everything turns out, but let me get Jessie and we can get started on the main event, the bed. And the one thing I hate, the one thing I regret about this bed is a divan. So it's got drawers in it, but it has a gap and it's impossible to get anything out. So if anything slides under, you know, hairbands, wrappers, makeup bits, like if anything rolls under, I cannot get it out. So I'm going to be interested to see what we discover when we pull this bed apart. If I don't include it, it's because I'm too ashamed. Expect lots of time lapses. And let's get started. I've got some looks at there because I just ate my lunch. How can one look so dishevelled in a matter of minutes? I just realised I didn't explain myself very well. So I'm taking the bed apart because I've got a new bed coming at the end of the month in my IKEA haul. I've placed an order on IKEA which will take a few weeks to arrive. So when I take this bed apart, I will be sleeping on the mattress on the floor for a while. But it's fine because in the grand scheme of things, it lets me, getting the bed out of the way lets me do all the painting and decorating so that everything's ready to move in once my haul arrives. So yeah, I have a new bed coming. Literally the only piece of furniture that is staying is these two tall chests of drawers which have my clothes in at the moment. So apart from that, everything will be going. So without further ado, I'm gonna start by taking out the bedside table and the bookcase. I'm gonna move that out and we're gonna pull the bed apart.
What can I do? You're so loving and gentle to the core. What can I do when you fill me with happiness and much more? What can I do? You're so stunning, I just can't look away. What can I...
Don't mind Dolly just on the bed frame, but can you see that bit of white on the grey wall? That is where my bangle scratches off the paint every time I reach down the side because something like the remote's falling down there or something. Great. Ow! My foot, Jess. Can you please be careful?
I should know by now, you make my day. Never more will dreams expire. Keep it burning, baby. Got this fire on my head, and don't dare to let go. Cause each day for you, my love will grow. When you're not here, my heart is screaming out your name. Feels like a heart attack and you can fix the pain. Without you I will never be the same again. It's you running through my veins. Your love runs through my veins. Your love runs through my veins.
So as you can see, the majority of the wallpaper's been pulled off apart from this tiny bit here above my head, but it has left like slightly thin bits of like the backing behind it, like that. So what I'm going to do is I've got some warm soapy water and I'm going to just soak it all and then scrape the rest off. And also the beading's looking kind of old, so I think I've decided that I'm going to pull the beading up, which is like the bit between the skirting board and the floor. And I'm going to pull the beading up, paint it the same colour as the skirts so that it sort of blends in a bit more because they're looking a bit battered. Also, doesn't my sponge look like actual SpongeBob? Like, I feel like I could paint his face on here and it would look like him. Just a thought.
I'll never be the same. Your love runs through my veins.
Right, I'm checking in because I haven't in a while. I'm feeling pretty tuckered out by now. I have basically pulled the wallpaper off this side of the room, which you can't see that well. I still have from, can you see that point onwards? I still have from here onwards to get all the excess off. But I decided to start filling in some holes and dents, and what you can see some I've done behind me, where I've had like screw fixtures. So my TV was here, it's not going to be here after. I don't think I've done a very good job. It's my first time with like polyfiller, so I'm just gonna have to hope that it looks okay when I sand it down. I've currently got Jessie painting the beading outside, and I think that maybe I'll move on to the skirting boards today, but I really don't think that I'll be able to get any paint on the walls because the polyfiller has just gone on and it takes 6 hours to dry, and then you can sand and paint it, and that's going to be 10:30 at night, and I really don't fancy doing that. This isn't going to be much of a vlog at the moment, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna postpone when I upload this and maybe come back in here tomorrow, do a bit more, film a bit more, and then upload this a bit of a longer vlog so you can see the actual paint and stuff going on, because at the moment it's just been me pulling stuff out of here. I'm gonna go check in with Jessie and see how he's getting on. I've got Jessie back in the room. He's taking the wallpaper off the other half of the wall, and I'm about to start frog taping all around the edges so that we can paint the skirting. So that's the next step.
What can I do when you put your hands gently on my face? What can I do if there's tears? You kiss them all away. What can I do? There's no way I could ever walk away. What can I do? I should know by now. You make my day. Never more will dreams expire. Keep it burning, baby, God this fire. Hold my hand and don't dare to let go.
So we're finally seeing some paint go down. I'm about to do the skirting boards after spending the last hour and a half frog taping everything in the room, and Jess is doing the door, if you can see there. So here we go.
Without you I will never be the same again. It's you running through my veins. Your love runs through my veins. Oh, oh, your love runs through my veins. I'll never be the same.
Morning guys. I'm looking particularly puffy this morning and sounding a bit worse for wear because I had the most horrendous sleep last night. Obviously my bed is no longer in here, so we pulled the mattress in and we slept on the floor. Sorry if you can hear the vacuum going off downstairs. So we pulled my mattress in and we slept basically on the floor on that, with just that and my TV in here last night, and it was absolutely boiling hot. It was just not a great sleep, so I definitely need some energy today to get through this. As you can see behind me, the skirting boards have been done, the frog tape's been pulled off. I haven't pulled it off around the door yet. I think that the door could do with another coat, though I doubt Jessie will want to hear that because he was in charge of the door, but I think it does need another coat just because it's such a bigger surface area that you can see if anything's not quite, you know, all the one colour. Today I'm going to start off by sanding all the polyfiller dents, and the one where my TV was looks particularly awful, so I don't know how that's gonna go, to be honest. We're gonna do the polyfiller dents, potentially put my beading back down. I think I'm gonna give my floor a good clean with like a magic sponge, which is amazing. If you haven't used magic sponges yet, then you need to. And then I need to frog tape all around the top of the skirting board so that I can paint the walls, because the skirts were done with like eggshell stuff, and then I've got emulsion for the walls obviously. So that's the plan today. Yeah, I think step one is just to get everything sanded down. Let's get started. You know what, I don't think I've done too bad of a job on those ones. It's more like the ones that are really sticking out, like the TV ones, I'm a bit nervous about, but we'll wait and see when we get to them. Worst comes to worst, I have to sand it all back, polyfill it again, which, you know, worse things have happened, haven't they? And then like I've noticed that my walls, I'm sorry, like, this is such an awful camera angle to talk to you about. I've noticed that my walls are really dusty, so I'm gonna have to like maybe like dust them with like a dry cloth or something before I paint them, because I don't have like, is it sugar water that you use? I can't think. But I don't have any of that, and I'm thinking like, do I just soap and water the wall like with a bit of sponge, but then like, is the paint gonna adhere to that very well? So I might have to do a bit of googling in a minute, see what we come up with. I've just sort of like fired into this just because I really wanted to have a go at these, but realistically I need to go and get Jesse so that we can crack on with things at the same time. So I'm gonna go get him now and we'll commence day 2. I'm hoping by the end of today everything's painted and it's ready to be, and it's livable until my IKEA order arrives. I'm not dating as much today, guys, because I have a limited amount of footage left that I can film on my camera. I've smoothed down all of the polyfiller I did yesterday and gone back in for anything that needs to be done, which is mainly only on the wall, which is already white. So that means that we can paint the grey walls today, the walls that are grey, which are going to need obviously the most coats, and then in about 6 hours time I can sand that down and get some paint on there as well. So that will take us to, it's 10 to 1 now, it's going to be 10 to 7 by the time we can paint that wall, and you know, hopefully that will dry within a few hours when we can just sit and watch some TV, and then hopefully it'll be dry by the time we go to sleep. Don't know if I'm being too optimistic there, but we'll wait and see. I'm just frog sleeping the skirts at the moment so that I can get on to painting the walls. We've wiped them down, so I think the paint's ready to go on as soon as the frog tape is done. Jesse's painted the windowsill and we've done another coat on the door. So it's coming along. I'll be excited to see all of the white walls though. I think that I will start feeling more accomplished then. At the moment I'm feeling really flat. I'm having a bit of a flat day, to be honest. The weather's very grey. It's a Sunday. It feels like the most Sunday-est Sunday ever, you know, like the Sunday blues. That's what I've got, even though we're all in lockdown and, you know, Monday isn't really Monday anymore, but you know what I mean? It just feels like one of those days. Sorry if I'm not as like bubbly today. I do fluctuate a lot in my mood, so it's nothing new here.
I know your body, I know your heart. Your eyes told me from the start, but then you fall back. Giving me signs that I've seen before. Yeah, it's cute, but honey, I want more. Don't waste no more time. No, no. There's no use playing hard to get. I figured you out, but you don't know it yet. So take off your mask. Yeah.
How are we all doing? Oh, wow, what a few days the last couple of days have been trying to sort this room out. Excuse how I look, it's currently like 10:30 at night. I'm looking a bit dishevelled, a bit worse for wear, but I just needed to round off this video. You saw the first 2 days of me painting this room. It took me 4. It took me 2 more days to paint, but I'm finally at a place where I'm happy. As you can see, everything is completely white. I will show you what's changed in just a sec. But yeah, it took a lot longer than expected, so long that I couldn't actually upload on Wednesday or Sunday, so I've had to miss an entire week of uploads, so I'm really sorry because I didn't have anything else pre-filmed. I've used all my pre-filmed stuff, so I'm really sorry. I'm going to show you what I've done to the room and you can see what current state it's in. I cleared out all of my clothes as well today, so my drawers are nice and organised again. But yeah, there's still a lot of clutter around, but it's clutter that will all be sorted out when my new furniture comes in and I've got places to store it. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, so front door is just behind me. As you can see, there's lots of paint on the floor, so I absolutely need to sort that out. I have stuff that I'm using for that, but I'm going to wait until all the new furniture comes and I'll be lifting the bed up and stuff again. Currently my mattress is on the floor. Excuse again the clutter. I've got bits down the end of the bed, plugs and all that sort of thing. This is how white everything is. I'm very happy with it. I wasn't to begin with. I just felt like I could keep on painting and painting because in daylight, you know, I kept seeing bits that I could go over, but I'm very happy with the final result. I have a new mirror that I ordered today from Wayfair, so hello. This is gonna go up here above my chest of drawers in the center, so that's where I'm going to hang that up. But currently up here is a lot of clutter and my TV, so this has normally been led up against here for a few days, but we've put it up here sort of more permanently. Sorry, my boyfriend's just left his cheesecake pot up here. Fantastic. My TV's up here. I've got Jessie's mush cush face there. I can't bring myself to throw it away, although I really don't have a place for it at this point. I can't bring myself to throw it away, but we'll see. I have the real thing, why do I need to keep it? We have a makeshift chair up here so that Jessie can play his Xbox. And then obviously all of my cluttered stuff here and here. But like I said, organised clutter, okay? Just bear with me, it will all have a place. What I need as another job is to put these on soon. So I bought new plugs. Currently they are this sort of chrome. It's like a grey metallic mirrored effect. But I will be changing them to this sort of brass nickel sort of effect instead, and I've got a light switch that matches the same. I thought I bought matching door handles, however they are very yellow gold, so I'm going to take these back and try and get a new one that matches these a little bit better. So points from here on out, I need to order some scotia from B&Q, which is like the beading that goes around the edge that finishes off the floor, because the ones that I painted or got Jessie to paint, they didn't work out how I wanted them to, so I'm just going to buy the ones that match the floor again. I did already do a B&Q click and collect, which is how I got these, but they didn't have the scotias in stock, so I have to reorder them, and I'm going to reorder them to a different B&Q, hopefully where they've got more stock, so I shouldn't have that issue again. And I need to glue them down before the bed comes in. I mean, everything's ready to go. My bed's going to be an ottoman bed, so it's got lots of storage in, so that's why all of this clutter's sort of hanging around, because it's stuff that I'm probably going to store in the bed, like under the bed. So we'll wait and see how that works out. Expect to see another video. I have promised on my Instagram a full room tour once I've got all the finishing touches in, so you can probably expect that like next month or maybe the month after, once I've got a few bits and bobs in. But I hope you enjoyed this. I know it's a bit different for me, but if you like seeing a bit of a transformation, then I hope that this, you know, did something for you. Like, this was the wall that I took all my pictures on with me white bricks, and now it's completely white. So I love a bit of a blank canvas. All of these three walls were grey, and that one, obviously I still got my blind, but that's here for the time being. But yeah, I can't believe how much of a difference it already makes. My room feels quite big, well, a bit bigger now, and I'm excited to see how it transforms once I've got, you know, a bit more of a personal touch on the room. I can start visiting home shops when they open once this lockdown's over and everything. So yeah, you'll see a room tour once I'm able to visit HomeSense again and pick up some nice little bits and bobs for this room. This is mainly just about, I think it's really important to invest in the space that you're in. So for example, if you still live at home with your parents and you're going to be there for a little bit longer, why not just invest in making it a really like comfortable, nice space? Like, doing all this means I can film my videos easier, I can take content for my Instagram easier. It means that I have got a space that I can sit in, I can work in, I can relax in and do everything basically. So I really wanted to tick all the boxes with this. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like the video if you did, and you want to see the next one from me. Please subscribe if you haven't already, that would be amazing. And give me your opinions on my DIY, I guess. Constructive criticism only, please. I know that I'm not very good, but I found it quite therapeutic towards the end of the week. I've even offered to paint my paint the hallway and the stairway now, so I've got to do that at some point. Hope you're well, hope you're all staying safe during this time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.